This documentary, we shall be looking at Uvwie local government area of Delta State. The first project we looked at is the Mother and Childcare Centre, Ekpan. This project was started by Governor Emmanuel Eweta Odwara. And when he left office in 2015, this project was stalled and nothing continued in its development. Although this center was meant to serve the mothers and children within the vicinity and Delta State at large, the government of Governor Okowa did not deem it necessary to complete the project. Despite the fact that this project has been abandoned, the state government continued in allocating funds to the Mother and Childcare Centre. In 2016, there was a budgetary allocation of 245 million, in 2020 126 million, and in 2021 100 million, bringing it to a total of 471 million. If a project is already abandoned, why were funds still being allocated to the project? And what did the Delta State government do with such monies? You can see the building yourself from the video. There's nothing happening here. It's overgrown with grass, but the government was still allocating money to it. This brings to mind that a lot of questions need to be asked as to how our scarce resources were spent. Despite not deeming it necessary to complete the Mother and Childcare Centre in Ekpan, Governor Okowa in 2020 started the building of a similar facility, which is the Mother and Childcare Centre in Owa-Alero. And the budgetary allocations are as follows. In 2020, 333 million was allocated to the project. In 2021, 450 million was allocated to the project, bringing it to a total of 786 million. In addition to the Mother and Care Centre Owa-Alero, Governor Okowa also constructed a diagnostic center in Owa-Alero, and the budgetary allocations are as follows. In 2020, 546 million was budgeted. In 2021, 500 million naira was projected. In 2022, 1.75 billion was budgeted, bringing it to a total of 2.8 billion. In 2022 alone, the sum of 750 million was budgeted for the provision of medical equipment for the Diagnostic Centre and the Mother and Childcare Centre in Owa-Alero. The speed with which these two facilities were completed, whilst the Ekpan project remains abandoned, one begins to want to ask the question: do the people of Uvwie local government area not deserve to have a facility that will cater for expectant mothers and unborn children and children who are born newly? These are some of the questions the people of Uvwie would want to ask Governor Okowa, whether they do not deserve to have such facility. The next set of projects we looked at are road construction projects. And if you look in the video, you will find out that the Faseba lane off Chief Omimi Link Road has long been abandoned, and that road is located within Ward 9 of Uvwie LGA. Also, you will see that Major Dan Azubike Street off Chief Omimi Link Road is abandoned and waterlogged, making it almost impossible for motorists to drive past the area. You can also see the NNPC Housing Estate Complex Road. This road is badly dilapidated, and it's something that one can even consider to have been abandoned. You can see the road surface, and due to the nature of the road surface, this area witnesses an unending traffic congestion during the day. Then also we have the Edo Government Guest House Road in Ekpan. This road is in very bad shape, and from what you can find in the pictures, this road is not fit for a state that boasts of being the highest recipient in FAC allocation and also the highest recipient in the 13% derivation fund. In addition, you can see the failed portions of Uti Road. Now, the questions begging for answers are as follows. Despite the fact that between 2019 and 2021, the state government budgeted the sum of 550 million for the maintenance of roads within Efru and Ekpan. In 2019, 95 million was budgeted for the maintenance of the Efru roundabout. In between 2020 and 2022, the sum of 1.4 billion naira was budgeted for the construction of new roads in Warri, Uvwie, and its environs. In addition to that, the widening of the Warri-Saple road from Efru roundabout to Enere received a whopping 5.7 billion naira between 2017 and 2022. In addition, there was an allocation of 1.5 billion for road rehabilitation in the state. Then within Delta Central, there was a budgetary allocation of 8.1 billion naira on the construction of roads in Delta State. Between 2009 and 2022, the sum of 8.1 billion naira was allocated for construction of roads within Delta Central. So looking at all these figures put together, and one will begin to ask the question, how were these monies spent judiciously? And if the answer is yes, why are so many roads within the Uvwie local government area remain unpassable? And during the dry season, although passable, makes driving an unpleasant exercise. The only school project we looked at is the Okowa Nursery and Primary School in Okoribi, Community Ward 7 of Uvwie LGA. From what you can see in the picture, that building is not fit for purpose with regards to learning by our so-called leaders of tomorrow. Again, one would also ask these questions, that despite having a counterpart funding for universal basic education to the tune of 4 billion in 2018 to 2022 and another 11.8 billion for the renovation, rehabilitation and construction of classroom blocks in primary and secondary schools in the state, how can the state government therefore allow schools within the state be run down to this level, which makes it so unconducive for learning by our leaders of tomorrow? So looking at the neglect of the Mother and Childcare Centre in Ekpan and the dilapidated nature of all the roads that have been mentioned and the rundown school that we have shown in this video, one would say therefore that if this is the best the PDP government can provide for Deltans despite the huge allocations that come to this state in form of FAC allocation and 13% derivation, in addition to the internally generated revenue, then their management of resources is not good enough. That is why we are pleading to Deltans to look in the direction of Senator Uvwie Owa-Alero come 11th of March 2023, vying for the position of governor, and his deputy, Right Honorable Friday Usanibi. With this pair and surrounding themselves with capable professionals and experienced individuals in various sectors of the economy, they will be in a position to drive the developmental strides of the state to a new level. Hence, we plea to Deltans to embrace the edge-to-band agenda so that the Senator of your Owa-Alero-led government will be able to provide employment and empowerment to our people, bring the required development in all sectors, also bring about good governance and enduring peace and security in the state.
Manifesto is therefore a product of profound thought based on my practical experiences both in the executive and legislative arms of government. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come up with a 60-page manifesto anchored on the edge to build a new Delta band. Edge covers critical areas of governance that will drive our agenda when elected governor in 2023. The manifesto is our vision and mission. It captures our edge agenda, which breaks down as E for employment and empowerment, D for development, economic, infrastructural and industrial, G for good governance, and E for enduring peace and security. The edge agenda sums up our people's hopes and aspirations for economic stability, sustainable employment, security, access to modern public infrastructure, solid institutions, and clean environment. It is strategically organized to make us a model state and a leading center of excellence. With EDGE, we bring credibility, efficiency, and trust back to governance. It is the ultimate paradigm shift to reform our public service, cut the cost of governance, eliminate waste, and deny corruption and other crimes comfort and safety in our governance architecture. EDGE agenda is our firm promise and its success.